Okay, sir.
Did you form your notes?
Sir?
Did you form your notes as I said you should form them?
Did I form my notes?
Yes. Oh, you are
What do you
waiting
mean by
until I
that?
make your own notes yourself. Notes about the methods that you are learning.
I should not like art and stuff like that.
Yes. You write them down. You write down what they do.
Okay.
Did
Do
you
I do
do
that
that?
now?
You are supposed to do that before the next class, not now.
Oh. So.
No problem. I would look for a way and get some notes across to you. Okay.
I
So
didn't know how to do I didn't know how to write it down.
I know, but I told you something before we left, before we ended the class, that if I were you, I would make my own notes about those methods so that I can remember those things. As you're writing down, you would remember easily.
Oh yes, so.
So I said I would tell you the difference between car art and art. At least from our last class, you saw that they were doing the same thing, isn't it? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the difference between car art and art is that, you see, just like you can count the string from the left hand side, all this while we're counting from the left hand side. So that's why a string that has STAR in it, for instance, what is the index of S? What's the position for S?
It's on the left side.
It's on the left hand side. I know. What is the position in terms of the number that we use to access S?
0 and 1.
No, just 0, not 0
Oh,
and
okay.
1.
Okay,
It's
so.
just 0.
Oh
Then
yes, yes. Yes, also.
T is the next character in star. So that means its own position or index is 1. Okay.
Yes.
A is going to be 2 because it's the next character. And then R is, you understand?
So.
So there's another way we can access those characters. Now, sometimes strings can be very long, okay? So we can access it from the left hand side like we have done now, or we can access it from the right hand side. Now, car art, the difference between car art and art is that with art we can access from the right hand side too. So the question now is, how do we access from the right hand side? So that's what I want to show you, the difference now. So let's say we want to do star now. I want you to have a mental picture in your mind. Remember, this is star, the variable that has been trimmed. Before you trimmed it, all those spaces were at the left and at the right, isn't it? So don't forget that is the trimmed version we're talking about. So in this trimmed version, R is the first one from the right hand side. Am I right? Okay. So for us to access from the right hand side, just like you start from the left, it was 0. But from the right, we're going to start with -1.
Okay.
Okay. So that means R will be -1, A will be -2, T will be -3, and S will be -4, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's try that out. So you can copy the last 4 lines. Sorry, not
This.
the last. No, not the last 4 lines. The part that has, yes, that part that has star, lowercase to lowercase. All the ones that have to lowercase.
Hmm? Okay.
All the lines that have to lowercase.
Okay.
Yes. Just copy them. Have you done that?
Yes, I copied it.
Okay. Now paste it directly under the one that has to lowercase. You can just make sure there's a space. Let's space it out. We don't want to mess things up. Okay. Now, in the first, let's say we want to start from R. Okay, so that place where you have at 0. So change that 0 to minus 1. Good. Yes, go ahead. Change the remaining ones like that. Okay. Okay. All right. So now go ahead and test it. Let's see what it will show.
Sir?
Are you having distractions there?
No, sir.
Because I just said something now. You didn't hear what I said.
Yes, sir.
I said go ahead and test your code.
Okay. It says rats. RATS. Is that from the
Okay,
right hand side?
exactly. So if we were to rearrange it so that it still looks like star, but it's starting from the right hand side, what do you think we'll need to do?
Um, um, uh,
What do you think we'll need to do?
um, we have to
You know that the order of having it showing you rat is just like the reverse order, isn't it? So if it's in a particular order, what do you think we need to do to make it to show star, but we're still using negative indexes? What do you think we need to do?
start with -4.
Exactly. So now rearrange it so that it will show us star. So we will not be able to tell the difference between when it is 0, 1, 2, 3 and when it is negative indexes.
Yeah. It shows star.
Exactly. Well done. So that's a good one. So now somebody that's looking at the output won't know the one that was created. Yes, positive indexes and the one that was created by the negative
Negative.
index. Yes. So that's the difference between car art. Now, I don't know if which browser, whether this browser would behave like that. But if you try doing negative with car art, it won't work.
It won't.
Okay. Yes, it won't. If you want to experiment, you can try it out. But that's the reason why art was introduced.
Okay, sir.
Now you know car art. If you want to use car art will start with a small letter C, and then the art in car art is capital letter A. Yes. Yes.
Do you need another dot?
No, you don't need another dot now. Car art is one method. There's no dot in between.
Okay. Should I do it for all of them?
Yes, you just want to experiment, right? You just want to try something out. So Capital letter A. Don't forget the capital letter A.
Sorry. Okay, let me test the code.
All right.
It does not show anything.
Exactly. So that's the whole deal. It doesn't show anything. You know
But it
how
is
it
there.
does when you have an error, but it's there, yes. So that's the
Okay. It's
that's the
there, but it cannot show.
yes, it won't show. So you can revert back to art. So you can now see that that's the difference now between art and car art. Car art will take only positive indexes, right?
Yes,
While
sir.
art can take both positive
Or
and
negative.
negative, yes, or negative indexes.
Also. Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm going to send you something now in the chat box.
Chat
Just
box.
yes, just hold on. I'll send it to you now.
Okay. Okay. Put it back. Put it back.
And after slowly realizing he almost peed pants, meet Olivier. At the age of 16, he is the tallest man in the NBA. Standing at 7 feet 6 inches, he can dunk without even jumping. NBA teams are fighting to get him on their rosters. Let's give him a like.
Okay, can you see what I sent?
Yes, sir. Variable school. Documents that write a word. So where do I put it?
You,
Do I put it after variable star?
yes, you can put it after the last line of code. It's fine.
Oh, last line. Okay.
Yes, after the last line.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
Okay, so now look at how many characters do you have in the string school? How many characters do you have?
How many characters?
Yes, how many characters do you have in the string?
We have one.
School, as in, no, the characters in school. SCHOOL.
Oh,
That's what I mean.
6.
Okay. Okay. But you know, if S is supposedly position 0, that means the highest one should be 5, isn't it?
5.
The highest position, the highest index should be 5. That's for L, would be 5, right?
It will be. Oh yes, 5.
Okay. So go ahead and test it. Let's see what will show on your page with that
Okay.
that what you just added.
There's an S.
Okay. So if you wanted to get CHOOL on the screen, what would you do?
Do we have to repeat document dot write, but instead of putting 0, we put 1, 2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
4, and 5.
Yeah.
Is that it?
All right. Yes. Go ahead and do that.
Okay. Oh, I just remembered I can do Control V.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now should I test? Because that's the code. Open with that server. It spells school.
Okay. Now, if we needed to have it on separate lines, how would it look? What would you do?
Oh, okay. So we need to bring this back. One of my favorite chapter room. Now just going to give a little space. Give it flip. Give it 2 space.
Are you sure that's where you should put the space?
No, oh no. 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 It's not meant to be after. It's not meant to be before the semicolon.
Maybe he's reading for that text, Jesus Christ.
Take yourself.
Perfect. Nice job. Well done. Okay. All right. So what do you see now? You can see you have another way of accessing the characters in your string, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So you've seen so far, how many have we seen? Car art. What else did we see? Art, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And now we've seen what that one that you just saw now. We just call it, well, what name should we give it? It's the accessor. That's what they usually call it, the accessor. So the basic thing is that once you put the index of the character in between those square brackets, please take note, I did not put any quotation mark around it. I just used numbers, right? Once you
Yes,
put
sir.
that number in between, what will happen? The character will show. Now, you see all these places where we have numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth.
When
you have numbers in between those square brackets or in between the parentheses for car art and art, those places where you have numbers, you can also have variables there. Why? Because those variables can contain numbers, isn't it?
So.
Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
So it must not always be numbers every time. Sometimes you can see you see what do you call it, variables there. So I'm going to send you one example now in the chat. Just take a look at it. You see what I mean.
How you doing? How you doing?
One minute, I'll soon be done.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have you seen what I...
Oh, yes. So do I do it after the upper one? After the last sentence?
After the last line of code. Yeah.
Why doing while loop? Are we doing while loop?
Yes, I just want to illustrate something. We're using the while loop, even though we're still looking at string variable. Yes. All right. So take a look at the code. Does it look familiar?
Yes.
So is there anything there that does not look familiar?
Wait, is it in this code?
Yes, what you just pasted now.
Documents that write word this.
Is that the only thing that doesn't look familiar?
And this, both of them.
Okay, so
but the rest are familiar to me.
All right, let's take on the first one. You know, in your while loop, we said there's a place for the condition, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That condition will tell us how long your while loop will run. So for instance now, how many characters are there in school? You said there are 6, isn't
6.
it? Good.
Yes.
So now remember, if you want to run a while loop, you usually use a variable to count, isn't it? So in this case, your counting variable is I, right?
Yes. Yes.
You see that place where you have word dot length?
What does length? Yes.
Yes. You know what will happen? The
Okay.
word dot length is going to return a value 6. Where did that 6 come from? It's just counting how many characters are in the string inside that variable. Please take note, it doesn't count how many characters are in word, as in WORD. No, it counts how many characters are in the string school, the string that is inside word. Did you get that?
Yes.
So in other words, this while loop, I could have written while I is less than 6. It will still work exactly the same way. But I deliberately didn't use it, number 1, because I wanted you to learn this. And then number 2, it's better to use dot length, because tomorrow you may decide, okay, you don't want school to be, the string inside word. You can change it to something else. Am I right?
Yes. Sir.
And once you change it to that something else, guess what will happen? Word
Not.
dot length will be exactly the number of characters in your new string. Are you with me?
Yes. Sir.
Okay, so that's for word dot length. Did you get the explanation?
Yes. Sir.
Did you?
Yes. Sir.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look at that second one. That second one where you have document.write is what I told you a few minutes ago, that you remember wherever you have integers or whole numbers, you can have what there?
You can have this.
You can have variables. That's what I said. You can
Okay.
have variables,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Very good. So that
Because
I was
those
pointing
variables,
out.
you said what?
So that no, that what I was pointing out.
Okay. So you can have variables. In this case, I is a variable, isn't it? And
Yes.
it's
Sir.
helping us to count. Now notice that after you print I, you concatenate with your BR, isn't it? So that I can go to a new line.
Yes. Sir.
So take note of that. Then don't forget that you must increase the value of I. Did
Yes.
you see
Yes.
how we increase the value of I?
Yes. Sir.
I plus plus, isn't it?
Yes. Sir.
If you don't increase the value of I, what will happen?
And it's not. It's not like go up.
It will not do what?
It's not go up.
It will not increase, but what will happen to our code?
It will not work.
No, it will not work. What exactly will happen? It will not work is
It will
like
not show.
saying you will have an infinite loop. Always remember that.
Oh yes, it's yes.
You will have an infinite loop because I will never reach 6. Remember, in this case, word dot length is 6, isn't it? So
Yes.
you want at a point your while loop must end. And for this while loop to end, guess what must happen? I must get to 6. If
6.
it does not increase from 0 to 1, from 1 to 2, from 2 to 3, from 3 to 4, from 4 to 5, and then finally from 5 to 6, that while loop will stay at I0. That's I value will remain at 0. And because of
Yes,
that, I0 will always be less than 6.
yes,
Okay? That's what causes the while loop to run infinitely. Okay?
yes,
So always remember that. I mean, I think that was one of the errors you had, and you were wondering how the thing just got glitched, and it was telling you page not responsive, something like that. And that was because our while loop was running forever, isn't it?
yes.
Okay, so don't forget it. I think you can. Let's now. Did you see any difference between using your while loop and when you have it, you know, separated, like that document right was 0, document right was 1? Did you notice any difference?
Wait, what happened to my Visual Studio? My Visual Studio. I can come inside. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Try to open folder. Wait. Why is it not working?
Open the solution.
Wait, let me go to my file explorer.
You said you're about to sweep upstairs. I'm asking, I said you're about to sweep upstairs. Are you still doing coding or you are now on YouTube? Okay. You know now. You know my.
Yeah. It's all gone, sir.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. Stop. Basement. What's not working?
Do you want to check on that file?
Which file? What has happened?
You want to open the folder that you are under, right?
Yes.
Click on open folder now. Let's see.
I want to press select images. My select folder.
Yes.
But it's not working. Wait.
Maybe there's a glitch somewhere. You want to close the browser, I think. Okay.
Thank God.
Okay.
What is everything I did?
That's it now. Okay.
Yes.
I think probably you did not.
I
Paste
don't
it
think.
again.
Yeah. I need to copy it again.
No, just paste. Paste. It's still in
Oh
your
yes.
board. Now save it and then test your code.
And
Test your code.
okay. Morning.
Okay. So did you notice that there's no difference between when you have
Yes.
it as separate lines and then when you have the while loop?
Mister.
So now the question that needs to be answered is this: which one do you think is preferable?
Ooh.
When you look at your code, which one would you prefer?
I would prefer, because this is easy to remember. I would prefer this one.
Which one would you prefer?
Mm.
The while loop.
Oh no, this one. Yes, this one.
Okay. So now let me ask you. Let's pretend that we have a very long string. Okay. The string is almost going into paragraphs and all that. Do you know how many? Okay, let's say that string had 100 characters, right? Because characters can increase from anywhere from 5 to 6 to 10 to 20 to 50. Do you know that you would need 50 lines of code?
Okay.
to achieve
Okay,
what
this one.
what you did. That's why I purposely asked you which one would you prefer. So you can see that your while loop will help you, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Look at it. One line of code, one
Mm,
line, document not right, but it's doing the work that 5 lines of code did just because you put it inside a while loop.
yes, sir.
Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Mhm. So I want you to take note of that. That there are times that you will see, oh, wait, what these 5 lines of code is doing, can one line of code do it? And if one line of code can do it, use one line of code. It's better because it will make your code shorter, okay, and more, well, yeah. Some people say it may run faster, but you might not notice the difference. So let's just say it will be shorter and easier to manage. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So do you have any other questions?
Sir.
Okay. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on to another method. Let me see if we can do maybe 2 more before we shut down for today. Okay. Okay, so let's for this one, we're going to go back. We're going to use that first variable that we created, my string, the one that said code is interesting. I'll send you something now in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
The name of the method is slice. The slice method. So let me see my string. I think it's my string, not my strings. Okay. Let's see. My string and then my string dot slice. Okay. Okay, let's see. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, I see it. Okay, so I should put it after the last line.
Yes. All right. So okay, so just go ahead and test it. Let's see what it will show. Then I'll explain it.
Interesting.
Okay. So what do you think it does based on what you just observed? What do you think it does?
Um.
Remember my string is the first variable in your code, right? The first line of code.
Yes.
Mhm. So
Um.
so can you guess what happened back there?
It's interesting. Um. Okay, so he took this interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I brought it here
Okay.
because
It broke. Well,
maybe because it's called my spring dot slice. Maybe he slices these two and only put that one
yes. So
because
how do you
sure
think it's like?
because it
Mm-hmm.
shows 8 and 18, and that looks like it's between 8 and 18, and
Exactly.
none of the letters here is between
Mm.
8 and 18. So that's what I think.
Okay. So go ahead and what count and check. Let's see what the index of I in interesting is. Go ahead and count it from C.
So from C,
Count from C. Yes.
4, like count how
I didn't
many
say,
there are.
no, I didn't say count how many there are. Count the position. Remember, position start from 0, isn't it?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
0, 1,
Mm-hmm.
2,
Mm-hmm.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4,
Yeah.
5,
Yes.
6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
8,
Mm-hmm.
9,
Good. Uh-huh.
10, 11,
Mm-hmm.
12,
Yes.
13,
Yes.
14,
Yes.
15,
Yes. Yes. Is that all?
6. Wait, no, 16.
Is it just 16? Are you sure it's 16?
Wait, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You're not
7,
counting the
8.
space. You've forgotten that the space in between is a character.
Sir?
The space in between is a character.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So you cannot ignore that space. So please count it with the space.
Okay. 0, 1,
Mm-hmm.
2,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
3, 4,
Mm-hmm.
5, 6,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
7, 8,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
9, 10,
Mm-hmm.
11,
Mm-hmm.
12,
Mm-hmm.
13, 14,
Yes.
15, 16, 17, 18,
Did you count the exclamation mark too?
19.
The exclamation mark is 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you know what to do. Did the exclamation mark show on your web page now when you checked it?
Um, mm, wait, wait, can't remember.
Okay. Check.
No, it did not.
Okay. So let's see if it will show now. Change that 18 there in your last line of code to 19.
Okay, let me check it. Open with live server. Yes, it does show it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you can see what the slice method does, right? It
Yeah.
slices out part of your string, and you need to
Mm-hmm.
specify where it starts from and where it
Yes, sir.
ends, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Now, um, we can let's do another demo. So go back to the code. Let's demonstrate something else. Sometimes you may not. Let's see if you can specify where it starts, but if you don't specify where it ends, it just pick everything. Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So,
So
okay.
this, are you with me?
Hello, sir.
Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, good. Now I want you to let's see if you can figure this out. Instead of interesting, okay, I want you to do the slicing for is, that's is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
put down the line of code that we pick only is. No, do your own code separately. Don't edit mine. Don't edit that one. So do another line of code under that one.
Mm-hmm. 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 Wait, what? Wait. I put 1 and 2.
Where did you get 1 and 2 from?
Wait. 1 and... Wait, what?
Did you get my question? The question I said was,
Yes.
I want is. That's the is. You remember the whole string is what? Code is
19.
interesting, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
So I want only the is to show. Not interesting, not code, only is. So the first question you should ask yourself is, what is the index for I in is, in that string? That's what you should first ask yourself. So what's the index there? Is it 7? Are you sure you counted it well?
Oh, no. It's 8. 9.
It's 8.
Wait. 1, 0, 1, 3, 4, 5. No. No. It's 6 and 7. 6 and 7.
You're not still counting it well. That's why it's not showing.
6 and 8.
You're still not counting it well.
What? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now it should work. What? Okay. Okay, wait. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7. It's 7 and 8.
7 and 8 for is.
0, 2, 3, 6, 7. It's 6 and 7. No, 6 and... Okay, it's 0.
Let's see what 5 and 6 shows. I don't know. Did you test 5 and 6?
It only shows I.
It only shows I.
Wait. Finally.
Okay. So what do you think happened back there?
I was counting wrong. I was counting the wrong one.
Okay. So now let me so let's take note of something.
Sir?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I cannot hear you.
Okay. So there are some things that you need to take note of. The last one, that second number, the one after the comma.
The one at what comma?
The one after the comma in the slice. Just like you have 5,7. Can you go back to your code? I'm talking about the code now.
Okay.
5,7.
5.
That 7, okay, is not included. Okay, I want you to think of it like this, that it's if you put 7 there, it's actually 6 that is there. Did you get that?
Yes.
So yes, it's supposed to be 5 and 6, but the the way that slice method works is that it's as if it added 1 to the position of where you want it to stop. Do you understand now?
Yes.
So just remember that, okay, and you will not have any problem. So that 5 and 6 would have worked, but the problem now was that it was only showing you what I, isn't it?
Yes.
So when you now made it up to 7, it picked S because it was supposed to stop. It's supposed to stop exactly at 6, but we usually put one position higher than where it's supposed to stop.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the last one you want to try out for me. Let's try get code out for me. Code.
The variable.
No. From my string, I want code to show. So you put it on its own line. Yes. You put it on its own line. Code. CODE. From that my string.
Okay.
You don't understand what I'm saying? The same way you did slice. You did my string dot slice. What you just did now, I want only code to show instead of interesting or is.
You want code? Okay.
That's what I mean. Yes. You would have put it on his own line so that we can see the ones we've done before.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay. All right. I think this is fine. So can you arrange it in such a way that code will be on its own line, is will be on the next line, and interesting will be on the last line? So that means you rearrange your, things. Yes.
Wait, what was it? Code is interesting.
On different lines.
Yes,
what do you do to make that be on different lines?
Yes, I wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Beautiful. I like that. Okay, nice job. All right. I think we can stop here for today. So do you have any questions on how slice works? I actually wanted to add one more, that when you don't, you for now you can put 0, something or 5, 7, and like that. If you only use one number, you know what it will do? It will start from that number and just take the rest of the string. Okay, that's what it will do. So go back to the code. Let's just see an example. So you can put that as the last line of code. I just want to demonstrate something. Yes. Okay. Okay. So do you want to copy that line of code? Copy that last line of code and paste. Then we're going to the last one. Okay. Now, instead of 8,19, just put 5. Put only 5 in between. Only 5. No, nothing, no 5, just 5. Remove the 8,19. Okay. All right, that's it. So test your code. What did you notice?
Code is interesting.
Code is what?
Code.
No, what? That last line that you added now, what did it do?
He added is interesting.
So what did you notice that happened? It will start from wherever position you gave it, right?
Yes, sir.
Then it will, since it did not see any ending position, it will just go all the way to the end of the string, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So that's what I wanted to just add. That's the way slice method works. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So do you have any questions before we call it a day?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So I'll send you something later. Later today. So against Tuesday. I think we'll meet on Tuesday next. So please, for now, let us be meeting at that 6:05 or 6:10. I think my schedule slightly changed. So let's
6:10.
just, yes, that's 5:10 your time.
Okay.
So all right. So enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye soon.
All right, bye.